and let the one who has no sword sell his cloak and buy one.
Today we're going to go over drawing from the appendix carry one-handed but with our offhand. I highly suggest you practice getting proficient with your offhand just in case you're shot or stabbed in your weak hand. If you're shot or stabbed in your weak hand, now you've got to defend yourself and you haven't ever practiced with your offhand, you may not be able to defend yourself. But we're going to show a couple ways basically that we can do. And in all honesty, there's only one way to do this that I'm comfortable with doing it. So we're going to see how that goes today. Alright, so this hand's done. I'm right-handed, my gun's right here, I have an untucked shirt. The same thing applies for a tucked-in shirt. It's just going to be a little bit harder. You're going to yank a little harder and pull over. So what I'm going to do, the first thing, practice slow and correctly, smooth and speed will build. When you practice, make sure your gun's unloaded, it's clear, nothing in the chamber, safety. Again, I suggest getting the laser cartridge and the shot verifier out, and then you can see what kind of times you're pulling, practicing slow and correctly, and then you can see your times getting better and better and better, but you're doing it correctly and it's becoming more smooth. Alright, so how do we do this? We take our shirt, we go to grab our shirt. If you miss your shirt, go back for it. Do not stop. Don't go, oh, let me start this time. No, do not stop. I missed, I grab again. I come up, I'm going to pull behind my gun, then I'm literally going to grab my gun like this, and I'm going to come out. And this is awkward because this hand, you know, what's going on with this hand? Now I can go forward and I can punch out. And it's very, very weird to begin with. It is not an easy move. I don't practice this probably as much as I should. We all need to practice. Again, I suggest you practice in 5 minutes a day. The 2.5 second mark, I have not been able to hit 2.5 seconds with this one, or I'm right above it, I think I'm like 2.7 seconds, but I don't practice this either nowhere near as much as I should. I practice the others, and I'm guilty of not practicing, and we all need to practice. Alright, we're going to see it again. We're going to go up and over. This is the easy part. Going from here, we're going to have to literally get a grip on it now, and one-handed, let's say I haven't got it. Boom. I'm going to shoot that way. So it's nowhere near as easy as the other way, but this is how I do it. This is how I practice to do it. Reason I get the shirt out of the way, I tuck it. That way I know it's not going to catch or grab on anything. I literally have to turn my hand and I have to get a grip on it. Something like that. Now I can do what I have to do. Again, I'm right-handed. I know the stance and stuff doesn't look anywhere near as smooth as I would be here. I'm just not there. Quite as proficient as I am with my right hand. However, I can hit the target and I can draw the gun when I need to. This is why we need to practice this. We're going to see that one more time. This is the biggest thing, is to get this shirt behind the gun. Now you really got to have to reach in here and we're going to have to pull out, just like that. And I don't suggest doing this with a loaded gun. In all honesty, I don't suggest doing this draw at the range. I suggest this is just because right here, if you watch, I'm crossing myself, literally, I'm trying not to, but it's still crossing where I'm at. And this is a empty firearm training and only used in a real life situation. So that laser cartridge, now I do suggest you get at the range and, you know, shoot with your left hand, actual ammo, but as far as this draw, I suggest doing it with an empty firearm. Always, never live firearms at the range with this draw because you are crossing yourself. This is only one of those situations that is life and death that I suggest you know, if you have to, in a real situation, you're just going to have to make sure you have that finger where that finger needs to be, because I'm crossing myself right here, trying not to, but I know I'm crossing about right here. And if that gun goes off, if it's a life or death situation, I got to do what I got to do. But in real world training, I don't want to do that. So again, one more time. Here, I'm going to grab, I'm going to have to twist my body a little bit, and then I'm going to turn it, something like that. I'm trying to cross my body as little as possible, but unfortunately I am crossing my body. I hope this helps you out, just in case, you know, you train, you're going to hurt this hand one day, it gets shot, it gets stabbed, something happens. You know, maybe there's an active shooter and he shot you in the arm first, then he started shooting some other people. Now you see he's shooting and you've got to come in, you've got to come around, you get your shot, you aim on him. This is one way to practice it. I hope this never happens. I pray that nobody gets attacked, but I also pray that if they are, they're able to defend themselves. Hopefully this helps in your training, guys. I'm Spencer, Small Arms Instructor here at Defense Training. As always, prepare for the worst, pray for peace, stay safe, stay armed. Please like, subscribe, and comment below. Thanks.